what we got here is we got a s200, also known as the XDA Neo. It goes by a couple of names, or Prophet, pretty much a HTC phone. Let me go through a couple of features that it's got on here. It's all touchscreen mainly. It's got a couple of buttons at the bottom. I got a lot of the iPhone features already loaded on it. You got your slide lock feature right there. Plays videos real well, and I'll go through that also. You could overclock this phone since the processor that comes in is a little slow, and it's pretty simple to do. Just go in here, choose your speed, and just, I don't know, try to keep it somewhat safer because you don't want to overclock it too much. Right now I got a set at 273 megahertz compared to what it runs at usually, which is 195. But let me go through a couple of features on it real quick. It's all Windows Mobile. I got this one running on Windows Mobile 6, and that's how it came actually, so I didn't really have to change it. If you do buy it, it comes with Windows Mobile 5, and most of the time you want to upgrade that to 6 since it has more features in it. Let me go through the videos on this thing real quick. And it plays videos real well also, even with the slower processor. In full screen. It plays videos real well actually. And this phone didn't cost me too much at all. It cost me about $230 off eBay. And it's got a lot of features really. You can go in here and change it to Wi-Fi, and you could actually get onto your Wi-Fi network if you have one in your house, or if you're somewhere that has an access point. Just turn on your Wi-Fi and you're cruising at about download speeds of about 500, which isn't really too bad since it is slower really. I mean, it doesn't have the best reception of a Wi-Fi card or anything, but, and I already got let me see what I got loaded on here already. And I got Minimo, which is the Firefox version of Internet Explorer for your mobile phone, for your mobile PC. And I kind of like it better than Internet Explorer that comes on it. Internet Explorer is kind of slow. This thing just takes a little while to load up. Let's see what that looks like. It's pretty nice. I like it so far. I got Google on here right now. Let's see. You could search anything down, or you could go directly to the address. And it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick when you're running on your Wi-Fi. It's still alright if you run off your edge. It's about 3 times faster than regular GPRS, which is okay. With this, you could also make this full screen if you wanted to. You could flip it around and do all kinds of stuff on this thing really. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Rotate. Go sideways. Boom. You got this right here. And it's also got flow touch, which doesn't really work too well, to tell you the truth. That's why I use the stylus on the side, but it does have the flow touch. Let me see. I'll show you. It works better in the actual applications, but let's see here. I'll go back to the long screen. Let's see here. Like if you go to your programs, it's got your Flow Touch. I really don't use it at all. And I have Google Maps already loaded on it. The Google Maps, when you're running on Wi-Fi, it's real smooth. It's real nice. If you're running off your edge network, off your cell phone provider's network, it's not really the best. It works, but it definitely takes some time. But here's your Google Maps. It's pretty quick. It seems to have shut down here now. Yeah, this thing's definitely still got some glitches in it though. Let me take a look here. Let me see if I can bring it back up. Oh, it seems to have shut down again. Nice. It still has some glitches in it. A lot of times it functions well, but let me see. If I set it back to regular clock speed, see if I can bring up my Google Maps, see if it'll actually work. And a lot of times when it does that, you just reset it, wait for it to reset, and then just go from there, really. Let me see here real quick. See if I could go back to normal. Nope. This keeps on shutting itself down. Let me see what happens if I restart it. You can see what it looks like when it restarts. Yeah, it's still got some flaws in it, really. And I don't know exactly why, but I think it's mainly just because of the operating system and the way everything is put together. But it works, and for 1/3 of the price of the iPhone, I think it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not saying that I'll never go to the iPhone eventually, but let's see. This takes a while to start up. The battery life on this thing isn't really the best if you keep the phone out all the time, or if if you're using it for whatever. It really isn't the best. It'll probably last you about 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. And that's with the original battery. There's high capacity batteries, which I haven't really tried yet. But what you could also do is, like, when you're not using it, you could just shut it off. You could just pretty much shut the phone off and keep it in like a standby type mode where it'll still reset calls, but it doesn't use any of its power, and that way it'll stay on for a real long time. I had it on for about 2 days and it didn't even lose 1/4 of its life, really. Let me see if I could get the Google Maps to work this time. And that's how it is with a lot of programs on here. A lot of times they'll just shut down and die and not work. And I mean, not a lot. I don't know. It happens more than I wanted to happen. And a lot of times when it does that, what you could do is just reinstall it. Reinstall the program, and it'll work again. A lot of times. There it goes. Yeah, it's all working now. And see, it's pretty quick. It's smooth, and that's running off your Wi-Fi right now. Runs real nice. Yeah, it's cool. It really is cool. I mean, for the buck, but I'm not gonna say it's perfect at all. Let's see here. Close this thing on up. Let's see if I got anything else to really cover in this thing. That's about it, really. All right. Lates.